About how that all happened and what they did while they were in LA.
Yeah, I mean, what did we know about making a record? All we knew how to do was play and sing a little bit. So we went to LA to make this record, and we ended up living in a place called the Chateau, which is curious because that's the same name as the house that we all met in Menlo Park. And so we showed up at RCA, and it was, I'm not sure who had recorded in that studio before. Maybe it had been the Stones, because Dave Hassinger was our producer. He had recorded the Stones, and so he probably went back to that. I'll never be sure about that, but it was a room that was about the size of the blimp hangar at Moffett Field, if you guys know how big that sucker is. I mean, it was immense. It was hard to see the ceiling. And the RCA guys are saying, "Oh, don't worry, we can bring the walls in a little, you know," but they couldn't bring them in very much. Anyway, so here we are, and there's these blinding, like operating room lights up in the ceiling, and we're huddled together, kind of in the middle of this huge room. I mean, nice polished wood floor and everything, and really acoustically, and I'm sure state of the art. And but we're huddled together in this in this little circle in the center of this room, and there's all this space, and the control room seems like it's half a mile away, and Dave Hassinger is the voice of God coming out of the monitor speakers, saying, "No, do it again." But we didn't really know what we wanted to do. We had a bunch of songs, so I guess we decided we'll play through these songs and see how they turn out. And we just, I guess since we didn't know how to do it any other way, we just did that, and it took like 4 days, and then we were done. And that record sounds like it.
Was that a 4-track recording? Is that what?
It might have been, yeah. I think that was state of the art. Even Beatles.
Were you guys intimidated by all the equipment that you guys knew?
Not so much the equipment, just the atmosphere. It was beyond corporate. I mean,
did any of the Warner Brothers record people come down and check you out at all, or?
If they did, I don't remember it.
Right. All right. So LA, and so they recorded the record in 4 days, which was very cool. And in January '67, it came out in March. It was the Summer of Love, and
wait, I'm sorry. We didn't do the whole thing. We went into a studio in San Francisco to do Golden Road because we needed a single. Oh no, there's no single out there. We need a single. I gotta have a chorus every 45 seconds so I can sing along with it. So we went and recorded Golden Road there at that place.
And so the record came out in March of '67, and it went gold in November of 1971. Slow and steady. Do you remember, because also the single for Dark Star got released in '67. Did you record that at the same time, the 2-minute single?
Yeah, 2 minutes of Dark Star. And Born Cross-Eyed was the B-side,
yes.
Right? Yeah, I think that might be my favorite Grateful Dead record.
So another big monumental event, and the Grateful Dead were there. And Phil is going to tell us about hitting with the cats from LA who are putting this together and how they blended and merged with the cool cats from San Francisco.
Well, it was like oil and water. And I don't know. It was clear early on that these guys were putting on this festival not so much to play music for people, but so they could make a movie out of it and make a shitload of money. So and all the artists are scrambling to be in the movie, and the Grateful Dead couldn't care less. We were there to play music for our people, and because that's who was going to be coming. We knew that. And so we said, no, we don't want to be in the movie, so don't film us. We're not going to sign anything. You can't put us in your movie. And that sort of set up a little kind of tension, I guess, because we were not shy about what we thought about the money moguls from LA coming up to rip off the people, you know, the innocent hippies, and you know. So, and so there was a certain amount of tension, and let's see, one. And so maybe, I'm not sure whether it was before or after that they decided to put us between The Who and Jimi Hendrix. But by cracky, that's where we ended up.
And wasn't there like a whole Peter Tork thing and a...
Oh, yeah, that happened to me directly, I guess. My girlfriend at the time liked to dance on the stage. And so we're playing along, and this girl is dancing on the stage. And Lou Adler himself comes up and tries to get her off the stage. So I don't remember whether I actually stopped playing and went over and embraced him or not, but I did go over and embrace him. And, hey, what are you doing? He said, well, you know, we can't have that in the movie. We're not in the movie, dipshit. So, and then there was this rumor that Paul McCartney was going to be there. Oh, one of the Beatles is coming. And there was this big hubbub backstage, and everybody said, oh, they're going to storm the gates. Oh, my God, they're going to trample everything, and, you know, just because Paul might be there. So Peter Tork, in the middle of our set, again, comes up and takes the microphone. And starts making this, this impasse. We don't know if Paul's coming or not, but please, please, please don't storm the gates and break everything. So I went up and shouldered him aside, and I said something like, Paul's not going to be here. If he was going to be here, he'd have been here already. But you know what? No matter whether he's going to be here or not, why don't you all come on in anyway? So, and that was kind of the nail in the coffin, with any relations between the Southerners.
And the final nail in the coffin.
The final indignity, yes.
At Monterey Pop was at the end of the festival. The Grateful Dead crew decided to liberate a bunch of equipment that was owned by the Mamas and Papas and some of the LA people and bring it to San Francisco because there was a big summer solstice show going to happen at the Polo Fields, I believe, in Golden Gate Park the next weekend. And so I believe Lou Adler, the producer, LA guy, and some of the other LA people were all up in arms that the Grateful Dead had liberated this equipment and were demanding it back. And so Danny Rifkin, and Rock Scully, the Grateful Dead managers, wrote a telegram to the LA people via Ralph Gleason from the San Francisco Chronicle, and Phil's going to read that telegram now.
God, I'd forgotten all about this. This is so great. The flower children of San Francisco, while attending the recent joyful festival and imbued with the spirit of free contributions to the community, returned to the Bay Cities accompanied by the following equipment: 6 Fender Showman tops, 1 Fender Showman bottom, 3 Fender twin reverbs. This equipment insisted on joining in the summer solstice celebration in Golden Gate Park on Wednesday, June 21st. At this celebration, many bands will perform for free on this equipment from flatbed trucks. If you and the Mamas and the Papas come up and join in, you can return to LA with the equipment. If not, we will return it with thanks to wherever you want to pick it up. Love. P.S. Bring your friends. Signed, Danny Rifkin and Rock Scully.
All right. Thanks, everybody. That's the news from 1967. We're going to take a couple-minute break and then join Phil Lesh and his friends celebrating 1967. Thanks for coming.